Hello, and thank you for checking out Is This the Real Life? My name is Casey. Um, Welcome to episode 7. Hello to my 4 subscribers and any members of the Cyber Fam. Yeah. I want to say happy birthday to my friend Dino. Happy birthday, Dino. Uh, Hope you have a great birthday, that you get everything you want. Uh, Happy birthday, Dino. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Dino. Don't really know the rest of the words. Guess I kind of got to make them up, but not going to do it now. I guess we're going to start off by talking about Donald Trump, as usual. In the news with his Twitter feud with Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough from Morning Joe. I would have to say that I would agree with the people who say the president has definitely managed to lower the dignity of the office even lower than he has before. I only say this because when you look at his behavior when insulted online or in real life and his response to it, to the way his predecessors responded to being insulted. Barack Obama, he was called all kinds of stuff. I can remember once, I'll see if I can find the clip, but I remember once Alex Jones calling Michelle Obama a transvestite or whatever. And it's just like, you didn't see Barack Obama getting on Twitter and, talking shit about Alex Jones or whatever. And it was the same with George H.W. Bush. There was people that are like into 9/11 truth saying that he was like the architect and the mastermind behind the killing of like 3,000 Americans. And full disclosure, I'm a 9/11 truther, but I think for myself, I think George H.W. Bush or George W. Bush was more of a patsy. I think if anything, George H.W. Bush is the one that set it up, but that's stuff for another time. I just think that when you're the president and when you're insulted, you shouldn't be responding tit for tat and bringing taking yourself down into the mud to respond to every Tom, Dick, or Harry that you feel insulted by. But I guess since he feels super insulted since Mika's got a national platform, and I really don't watch the show, so I don't know what she said or what Joe Scarborough said that upset the president so much. But the fact is that responding in the manner that he has responded is very unpresidential. We're gonna go and leave it at that. The fun stuff, I guess. Fun stuff. I guess really fun stuff. We'll talk about Riley Reid and her new rap song, and I guess because she's an artist, so as someone who is also an artist, I can appreciate her expressing herself. But I guess the main question I have for her, and mostly for people of color, is how many times or how many black dudes does a white girl have to blow in order to be able to just drop the N bomb indiscriminately? Is there like a certain number? Is it 1 or like 16? I don't know. What else? Kind of had a discussion this week about how Wonder Woman and Deadpool are pretty much the same movie. And some people are like, that's crazy talk there. I almost diametrically opposed as far as movies goes. One is almost a children's, superhero movie, and the other is a gore-filled, shoot 'em up slasher or whatever. But the reality is that both movies adhere very closely to, I want to say the guy's name is Joseph Campbell, and he came up with this concept called like the hero's journey. I'm probably slaughtering it, but basically it's the template on which all movies that are pretty much successful these days are based. Most, I can't think of one superhero movie that is not based on that template. But basically, it has the reluctant hero, person who's not a hero, and doesn't just likes doing what they're doing, but they have a call to action in which they're compelled to go and try and stop somebody or go and try and help somebody else or whatever. And along the way on their journey, they will meet a mentor who is going to like teach them new skills and teach them something they're going to need to know to defeat their opponent. And they'll usually face their opponent, but be defeated initially where they will survive the confrontation, but they will gain a new skill, or they'll gain a new piece of technology that'll be given to them by a helper who will also show them some stuff, where they will then go and face the antagonists again, except this time they will have the insight from the previous battle and their new skills or weapons, and they will use these to defeat the enemy and go back to either their idyllic life, or they will go on to what they, what their goal is, their prize is. And that's a very rough, very rough description or paraphrasing of the hero's journey, but it is very much the template that all all the Marvel movies are based on, and all like the DC movies, all the really popular superhero movies, as Deadpool and Wonder Woman are both based. And unfortunately, with a lot of these movies, the story just isn't good enough to to overcome the impression that it's been made by, like, that the movie is like a paint by colors kind of movie. But the thing with both Deadpool and Wonder Woman is that they both presented their narrative so well that it made you forget that you were watching a formulaic template. And it also came up on the conversation, what movie recently would not fall into the the template of the hero's journey, and that movie that I don't know, one would be Mad Max Fury Road, because they're both the protagonists, because actually in that movie the girl's the protagonist, Mad Max is like the supporting, he has this kind of a supporting role. But the point is that movie pretty much starts in Act 2, and with Furiosa, she's already decided that she's going to free the girls. Spoiler alert, sorry. So that's the show, I guess. I guess that would be a glowing endorsement of Wonder Woman. It's a great movie. Go and check it out. You'll probably take your kids to see it. And Deadpool, for that matter. If you get a chance, check it out if you haven't already. It's on DVD. And yeah, same thing with Fury Road. I think that's on like HBO or Netflix right now. In any event, I hope y'all have a great holiday. Happy 4th of July, my friends. And happy birthday, Dino. Bye-bye.